Follow your heart. Listen to your inner voice. Stop caring about what others think. When your intentions are pure, so too will be your success. Life, unfortunately, doesn't seem to care what we want. If we have no peace, it is because we have forgotten that we belong to each other. Life is a comedy to those who think, a tragedy to those who feel. A battering ram can knock down a city wall, but it cannot stop a hole. Different things have different uses. To succeed in life, you need 3 things: a wishbone, a backbone, and a funny bone. The penalty for procrastination is the loss of hopes and dreams. If you fight with all your might, there is a chance of life, whereas death is certain if you cling to your corner. It's such a shame to waste time. We always think we have so much of it. Cherish those who seek the truth, but beware of those who find it. It shocks me how I wish for what is lost and cannot come back. Don't share your personal life with anyone. Do not let anyone have anything that could harm you. When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. There is no truth, Stephanie said mistressly, only perspectives. If the world is against the truth, then I am against the world. Keep your dreams. You never know when you might need them. It is hard work and great art to make life not so serious. In the desire to control others, we lose control over ourselves. To become a lifelong reader, one has to do a lot of varied and interesting reading. Do not fear the thorns in your path, for they draw only corrupt blood. Most of what I say is complete truth. My edit button is broken. Here, in this quiet place we own, worlds are born. Run the voodoo down. It is better to fail in originality than to succeed in imitation. Being born is like being kidnapped and then sold into slavery. Any fool can know. The point is to understand. Memory can make a thing seem to have been much more than it was. Where the army is, prices are high. When prices rise, the wealth of the people is exhausted. One who is too insistent on his own views finds few to agree with him. If it is to your advantage, make a forward move. If not, stay where you are. You are never alone. You are eternally connected with everyone. Art should comfort the disturbed and disturb the comfortable. When you are identified with the One, all things will be complete to you. No other success can compensate for failure in the home. I'm not pretty. I'm not beautiful. I'm as radiant as the sun. Truth is what stands the test of experience. Adapt what is useful, reject what is useless, and add what is specifically your own. Dream your own dreams. Achieve your own goals. Your journey is your own and unique. Colors blind the eye. Sounds deafen the ear. Flavors numb the taste. Thoughts weaken the mind. Desires wither the heart. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you odd. Only those people create history who doesn't live in the future. There's no such thing in anyone's life as an unimportant day. But better to get hurt by the truth than comforted with a lie. The good fighter is able to secure himself against defeat, but cannot make certain of defeating the enemy. Imagining something is better than remembering something. Some things in life are too complicated to explain in any language. Only those who attempt the absurd can achieve the impossible. The easiest way to be reborn is to live and feel life every day. What is of the greatest importance in war is extraordinary speed. One cannot afford to neglect opportunity. Nature is pleased with simplicity, and nature is no dummy. They don't actually want you to do your own thing, not unless it's their thing too. Slowing down was how we remembered what we never wanted to forget. If you wish to be out front, then act as if you were behind. Cleverness isn't always true, nor is the truth always clever. When we're connected to others, we become better people. There is nothing more important than your eternal salvation. Nothing happens until something moves. No act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. Once friends as batchmates, but now different batches divide us. Create your own miracles. Do what you think you cannot do. We can't avoid reasoning. We can only avoid doing it well. Next to trying and winning, the best thing is trying and failing. Your life has a limit, but knowledge has none. If you use what is limited to pursue what has no limit, you will be in danger. A good traveler has no fixed plans and is not intent on arriving. Conformity to the present is invisibility to the future. Keep the fight in your veins, honey. Never let it fade. The way to screw up somebody's life is to give them what they want. Do no harm and leave the world a better place than you found it. Energy may be likened to the bending of a crossbow, decision to the releasing of a trigger. If you want to dine with perfection, you must toil with imperfection. Great men are like eagles and build their nest on some lofty solitude. It was easier to ask for forgiveness than it was to get permission. Correct your mistake as soon as you have found it. Success, for most people, requires unlearning as much as learning. I knew it like destiny, and at the same time, I knew it as choice. Remember that you are only alive now. This is the only moment you have. Embrace it. Only he who has no use for the empire is fit to be entrusted with it. You know, there's no such thing as a complete lie. There's always some truth in there. But man's duty is to try and endeavor. Success depends upon chance and environments. Abundance is not the absence of scarcity. It is the presence of abundant mentality. There are two ways to live. You can live as if nothing is a miracle. You can live as if everything is a miracle. The only source of knowledge is experience. Invincibility depends on oneself, the enemy's vulnerability on him. Pretend inferiority and encourage his arrogance. Knowledge is merely brilliance in organization of ideas and not wisdom. The truly wise person goes beyond knowledge. It's hard not to feel happy when you make someone smile. Start writing, no matter what. The water does not flow until the faucet is turned on. Slowly we became silent, and silence itself, if an enemy to friendship. Faced with what is right, to leave it undone shows a lack of courage. You often meet your fate on the road you take to avoid it. When you treat your failures as lessons, you can never fail. To be wealthy and honored in an unjust society is a disgrace. There is nothing more frightful than ignorance in action. Have enough courage to start and enough heart to finish. The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge, but imagination. If your actions don't live up to your words, you have nothing to say. I don't think you should wait. I think you should speak now. The most beautiful experience we can have is the mysterious. It is the fundamental emotion that stands at the cradle of true art and true science. When you lose your smile, you lose your way in the chaos of life. The truth doesn't mind being told every once in a while.